Hey everybody, Nathaniel Boogie here for TechSession with today's unboxing and first impressions of the Buckshot Pro rugged all-in-one wireless speaker, flashlight, and power bank by Outdoor Tech. Now this basically tells you exactly what we're going to find inside, but we're still going to take a tour around the box, figure out we have our light included, it's a power bank, and it's water resistant. I have a bunch of fine print details about this speaker here, pause it if you'd like. On the back we have a very graphical description of what you find inside, and I really do like what they've done here. Basically, it's a nice design and it's got some comedy thrown in there. It just kind of describes what you find inside. It's really nice. Go over to the other side, you have the Outdoor Tech logo. At the bottom you have some additional specs where you find the USB port is a 1.1 amp output, so it's not going to be really fast output, but it's really not a huge deal. You also have your IPX5 dust and water resistance, 10 hours of playtime, and a 32-foot range. So we're going to go ahead to the top where we have some more Outdoor Tech branding, and then we just have a simple flap to open right here. So we're going to go ahead and get that done. If I can figure out where to grab it at. Okay, I'm not even going to try with those. That's why we have our trusty blade right here. Now we just on this side. So far the unboxing is not very fun. I might suggest to Outdoor Tech that they work on getting the box open, because that was actually pretty difficult. But if you go ahead here, we can just pull out the insides now. All of our goodies kind of spill out onto the table. Shake everything free from here. You have just your box. Get rid of that. What else do we have? We have two Outdoor Tech logo stickers. Move on to the micro USB charging cord, which is included with this. And if we go ahead and undo this not flat cable, we're dealing with about 3 feet in length. Down here we have this thing. I'm sure we'll get into that later, figure out what it is. And then we have our manual, which tells us all about everything that's included in here. So I guess we can go ahead and check out here what's inside. Apparently that rubber piece was a handlebar mount where you can wrap it around your bike handlebars. It's actually really cool. The light is 80 to 200 lumen light. The battery capacity in the speaker is a 2600 milliamp hour battery. And then down here at the end of the manual, you can kind of see where I'm getting at their comedy. It says K, Later Gator. That's really cool. I love it when companies put kind of some comedy in their products like that. And at the back, don't be so antisocial. And their social handles right there. Like I said, it's really cool. Kind of the comedy and low-key informality that Outdoor Tech is using. So as we already mentioned, this is going to be your handlebar mount here. Just wraps around the speaker to hold it on a handlebar, or basically any other sort of place you want to mount this for that matter. And we have the Buckshot Pro speaker itself right here. We can take a quick tour around that in a little bit. And then we have the light attachment itself, which is down here. So we'll start with the boring part, the light attachment. You can see down here we have our USB port, which is where this is going to plug into the Buckshot Pro. I'm curious if you could plug this into any other USB charger too and use it as a quick flashlight. Not too sure, but there is an LED inside of there. This has like a nice silicone rubber feel. I'm not too sure about how durable this is going to end up being because I can pull back the silicone. But at the same time, this is not a dedicated flashlight. That's just kind of something they throw in there as a bonus. So it doesn't have to be super awesome. Up here then we do have our Buckshot Pro by Outdoor Tech with your capacity, some specs, and then your input and output USB ports. So when you go ahead and actually connect the Buckshot Pro to your micro USB port, I've noticed something that's a little bit disappointing is there's no way of covering these ports. Now this speaker does have that water resistance, so either these ports themselves are water resistant, which I kind of doubt because it's not stated anywhere that I saw, or you're just going to have to not get the speaker submerged, but that's a little bit concerning to me. Either way, we're just going to go ahead and plug it in. You see we have our red LED here for charging, and obviously we can't use it now because it isn't charged. On this side you have your speaker output. Sound is going to come out down here. Have what looks to be a sort of a lanyard clip down there. And then if you come over to this side, you have what looks to be your base radiator, a couple of microphones and LED indicators, Outdoor Tech branding, and then you have your buttons over here on this side. This is going to be your next, previous, your play, pause. So I'm assuming this is probably also your power button, but we'll have to find out for sure. Now I'm sure you're wondering, how is this light supposed to stay attached to the Buckshot Pro if I'm using it? Isn't it just going to fall off? Well, no, not quite. Because Outdoor Tech has something right here, which is a little plastic ring that obviously you can screw in and unscrew. So what you would do in this case is you'd plug in your LED light there, and then you would just start to unscrew the plastic till it sort of bridges the gap and connects to your LED light. Now I can't really get it now on camera, partly because I don't know what I'm doing, and partly because I am on camera, but that'll screw into a thread on the bottom of this light here, and it'll just help to secure it in there so you get a nice solid fit. So since that Buckshot Pro is dead, I'm sure you're wondering what the light looks like, as I am. So we're going to go ahead and set this off on the charger, and now we're going to return to this USB wall charger, plug the light in, and just see what we get. Now up here on the top, you have a button. This is your power button. This is a really cool looking light, actually. Now we're going to go ahead and turn off the lights in the room so I can kind of get a first person feel of this. I'd actually say this is like a 360 degree light of sorts, because since this is not shielded, you're getting light out these sides instead of just the front. Now if it was just out the front, you can kind of see how bright this light would end up being. So if we point it at the wall over here, it's really not too terribly bright, but again, we do have a little bit of daylight coming in this room over here, so it's kind of skewing that result a little bit. But the point of this light then is probably just to be an area light, so you'd have it hanging from that little clip on the back of the Buckshot Pro to light up your area or your room. Or even if you just wanted to take this somewhere and have like a USB flashlight, I don't know why you would. Maybe you could throw it on a power bank or something, but that might actually be kind of cool. So we're just going to go ahead and turn it off then, same way we turned it on. Just hold down that until it comes off, and then we're all good to go. And that is how this light works.